Oh, I hope that everyone is breathing as we move into the new year. Last week, I talked about how it was important to listen to your own body as far as setting intentions and New Year's resolutions and creating all these new goals and to really honor the seasons, right? Winter is a time for rest and renewal and recovery. We can sit and hibernate and get really clear on all the things we want and kind of just let ourselves be in that hibernation until spring starts to bloom, right? So we're planting seeds now, we're laying the intentions, but we don't have to get up and go, go, go. And I want to remind you that again this week, it's okay to rest. It's okay. You can rest intentionally. You can rest and still be thinking and observing and being curious about what you want in life and planting these seeds. But you don't need to be going out and doing all the hustle and bustle right now. Okay. Give yourself permission for that. This week, what's been on my mind a lot is our internal GPS, our emotions, our internal navigation system, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And I'm really going deep into this today because quite a few client sessions over the last few weeks have all really kind of pinpointed beliefs around emotions, vulnerability, all of the things. And I want to remind you all that emotions are here to teach us. It's our soul's way of talking to our vessel and saying, hey, something's out of alignment. When I feel anxious, something's out of alignment. When I feel depressed, something is out of alignment. When I feel sick, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally. When I feel anger, something is out of alignment, right? When I feel anything other than really blissful and joyful, or even just, content, safe, grounded, calm, something is out of alignment. Now, this could be somebody in your space who you don't feel safe with being there. This could be different habits you're partaking in. This could be different things you're not partaking in, as far as like maybe physical exercise. Maybe you've been really lethargic lately, and what you need to do is get up and go on a quick walk, or start going to the gym, or doing yoga, or trigger rolling, or stretching, or whatever it might be for your body each night, right? Maybe you have some deep depression going on. So this is your body saying there's too much suppressed emotion. It's time to get into therapy, find support, start changing behaviors and routines to start get that energy moving again, right? Every emotion we feel is our body and soul communicating. It's our soul saying either, ooh, I really like this, or, oh, this is actually not good for me, right? And one of the emotions that I've really become friends with over the years, and I've been talking about a lot this last couple of weeks, is anger. And so we're going to use anger today as the example of really listening to your emotions. As I talk about anger, I want you to realize that anger and any of your emotions are really just pieces of you that really want what's best for you. When you start to feel anger and rage, I think a lot of people try to love and light the shit out of it and say, no, how do you return to love? And all of that is great, right? We should eventually get back into that center of love and alignment, but not because we pushed or forced our way there, but because that's what's really authentically happening. And the anger is there for a reason. If you're angry at somebody, this is your soul saying a boundary needs to be made here, or there was a violation that occurred here, whether it was you or them or something else. There is something out of alignment. So instead of reacting from that anger, can you be introspective about that anger? Can you feel it? Ask it questions, tune into it, allow it to teach you something about yourself and what you need. Instead of condemning it and trying to suddenly shift into a different vibrational feeling, say, okay, I'm going to honor you, because when you do and when you listen, things shift. Maybe our anger will say, I'm really mad because I haven't had an outlet for my energy in the form of physical exercise, and I haven't been willing to take personal space. And so everything is annoying me right now. And because everything's annoying me right now, every time this person does this, I feel anger. And I haven't communicated that they're doing that creates anxiety within me. And I haven't communicated that I'm going to remove myself from the situation. And so the anger persists. Maybe somebody does something to betray you, hurt, or harm you. You feel anger, maybe even rage, right? What that is saying to you isn't seek vengeance, attack, whatever. It's saying, this is not right. I need to protect myself in the form of boundaries, getting help, finding support, whatever it might be. Our body is constantly communicating with us via what is in or out of alignment with our soul. And it's as easy as taking the time to listen and act on it that changes everything. Instead of when you well up with tears, saying, let me get myself together, let yourself feel it. The only people around you that are going to say, you don't have time for that, that's not acceptable right now, whatever, are the people who aren't doing it for themselves. There is always time and space to honor your feelings. Even if you work for somebody else or a 9-to-5 job, it is always okay to say, I need to take 5 minutes and go sit in your car and feel what's going on and journal about it. And then say, okay, I honor you. I hear you. I understand you need to be heard. Sadness, anger, whatever. And as soon as my workday is over, I'm going to be back here honoring you and giving you all the time you need, instead of just swallowing it all down and ignoring it or numbing out via a coping mechanism, whether healthy or unhealthy. It's about really grounding in and listening to the way that your body is speaking to you, the way your soul is responding to your current environment, energies, and circumstances. And it's the same as the inner child conversation I've walked you guys through. It's being able to sit with that and give it a voice, give it a sounding board. So if we're talking about anger, when we feel it rise, we breathe through it and we literally close our eyes, tune into ourselves. We envision our anger as its own personality for a moment. And we say, anger, I hear you, I see you, I feel you. Speak to me. Tell me what you need right now. And then we sit in silence and we feel and we listen. Maybe we write, journal, reflect, paint, however it needs to come out for us. And if our anger says, I need more space to myself, we take that space for ourselves. If our anger says, I don't feel safe with this person, the way they talk to me, the way they treat me, then we have a healthy conversation with that person. And if it's not safe to have a healthy conversation with that person, then we simply remove ourselves from that person's lives. If it's about needing more physical exercise, eating healthier, whatever our sadness, depression, anxiety, anger, whatever may feel, we listen to and we act in alignment with those things. And the same goes for like joy, bliss, pure ecstasy. We can sit in those moments and say, oh my God, joy, thank you for being here with me today. This feels so good. How can I create more of you? Oh my God, excitement. Thank you for being here with me. I'm so happy you are here. Excitement. How can I create more of you? I love the way I feel with you inside of me. Excitement. Tell me how you feel safest being with me so I can keep you around. Right? I recommend having like a journal or a note system in your phone where in these moments, you could even like voice memo stuff, to really keep track of how you're feeling, what your different emotions are needing, and how to respond to them in each and every moment. But the more that we get in tune with this, the more that we listen and honor the way that our body, mind, and spirit communicate with each other. And our ultimate goal is to feel grounded, calm, and peaceful all the time. To not be pulled away by guilt or anxiety or fear or whatever, but really to feel that stable grounding and calm. And of course, even if were in a Buddhist temple all by yourself, there are going to be random things that trigger you, much less like corresponding and engaging with the world and relationship with others. Things are going to come up, but we get to return quicker and quicker to joy, peace, and calm and grounding when we are constantly in communication with our bodies, when we're listening and taking aligned action, instead of feeling angry and pushing it down and festering for weeks and then exploding one day. We just get to honor the anger in the moment. Hey, anger, what's up? I see you've dropped by again. How can I help you? I have space for you right now. Tell me what you need to feel safe. Right? And it gets faster and faster and faster, so that these things that occur, instead of taking them as these big personal things happening to us, we can say, this is happening for me and through me, and I can create something different as I meet my own needs, take aligned action, and really express what that looks like, live what that looks like, not just have this internal process system, but live it fully. So today, if you feel called, I'd love for you guys to just sit with yourselves for a minute. And I'll walk you through a short version of this now, but really sit with yourself, whatever's coming up right now. Let's put one hand on our heart, one hand on our belly, ground in. Feel your feet just become really thick, heavy tree trunks. Let them ground into the ground. Let's breathe in and out through our nose. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And just scan your body for any discomfort, for any emotions that are heavier, for anything you might feel blocked or out of alignment. And just tune into this one part, whether it's anxiety or pain in your knee or a heavy energy center. Tune into it. Be with it. Feel all of it. And just ask, what do you need? I feel you. I'm here. I'm listening. What do you need from me? Whatever the answer may be, listen, take note of it. And do your best as you move through the day. Do your best as you end this session to go meet that need and watch the change slowly occur as you show up for yourself every single day. I'm so grateful that you guys joined me here today. Let me know your thoughts and comments below. And if you haven't joined us in our container Dragon's Lair, we process and move through a lot of these emotions. We make space and friends with them, and we do a lot of really cool things. So you can check the link below to join us in Dragon's Lair. And I have exciting news coming next week for all of you here and listening. So be sure to tune in next week. And as always, breathe deep and plan on miracles.